What about there? If you want to know a video right here, I'm going to make this simple though. Um, I'll probably drop a part two to this next month. So if you guys want to hear part two, come check me out next month, January, on my Patreon. Alright, so, but I have other videos up that you can look at on my Patreon for last month, November, and this month, December. Alright, so, this video is about Steve Urkel, how his image damaged intelligent black men. Those of you that may recall, it was a show called Family Matters, Black Family, Working Class Black Family in Chicago. And Steve Urkel, he's a genius, he's a smart one, and he's the intelligent one, I should say. Inventor, all kinds of things he was into. He's the intelligent one of this group, right? But he was treated like this, but he was really made out to be the slapstick, right? But he wasn't hurting nobody. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't insulting. He wasn't condescending. He spoke the truth. He spoke the unfiltered truth, and he spoke it from a good place, though. Even if people might say it was not socially acceptable, it made him seem awkward. He was none of those things. I think the people around him, I think the Winslow family were the awkward ones. They were the ones who were socially unacceptable. The only time you saw Steve be aggressive was with the love of his interest, his paramour, Laura Winslow. He was aggressive with her because he wanted to let her know that he was a G, and G for genius, and she needed to see him. She needed to see him for who he was and love him back. Some quintable love for a change. But that didn't happen. I've been there too, where Steve was at, and maybe this is why I got treated that way, because I had a crush on this amazing girl when I was in high school. Her name was Tiffany, and I loved her name. I love that name, Tiffany, but also I loved the way she looked. She had this real crinkle type of smile that I like. She's what people would consider a dark-skinned female. I don't like to say, when I say a woman is beautiful, I don't like to talk about their complexion, because you should know that I'm talking about a dark-skinned female anyway, because dark-skinned women are beautiful to everyone. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's a beautiful girl. I really liked her. If I was to put myself out there and involve myself with anyone, it would be her. She had the most amazing legs, and everything about her I just liked. But she would rebuff me all the time. I don't know why. I don't know if it was because of she didn't feel as smart as me or as intelligent as me. That could have been one reason, or maybe maybe it just wasn't meant to be. But anyway, I feel like the imagery of guys like Urkel is what hurt that. On the show, a guy like Urkel is made to be the joke, the punchline, the slapstick humor, right? They go overboard with him. They make him dress, he's a nerd, but they make him dress like overboard nerdy. Like, come on, like I can't even imagine like where they conceived this stuff from, because if they so cool, how did they? What you call a stereotype? Stereotype is something that somebody who has no reference to the topic, they just make it up, or they just embellish the topic, and their imagination is just vivid, right? That's what a stereotype is. A person that has no reference to the topic, they just are just winging it, I would say. They have no experience. But anyway, Steve, when you see his character as a genius, as a black man, and these people, this black family, they reject him, they rebuff him, they make fun of him, they clown him, they downplay his wisdom, and everybody just loves Eddie, right? And Eddie's a freaking blockhead. He's a blockhead. He's a lug. You know, he's a big dad, yeah. You know, um, crazy. Um, you kind of get where I'm going at with this. You know, I don't need to talk about it too much more, but that's what it is. When you have that image pumped out over years and years and years, right? And then what did they do? Then they introduced a archetype of Steve's archetype, who was called Stefan. And Stefan was everything Steve wasn't. He was handsome. He was calm and controlled. What they call velvet. You know, he had a velvety demeanor. And Laura just loved him. You know, it's like a Superman thing. Lois Lane loves Superman, but she doesn't think twice about Clark Kent. But Clark Kent is Superman. You know, like that, right? So, but Stefan never did anything intelligent. Stefan damn sure wasn't a genius, you know. And I don't really think that Steve Urkel needed a makeover. I think he was fine just the way he was. I think that's the problem with black men. People talk about black men are not achieving degrees and things like that. And that's because of how we see the portrayal of somebody who is intelligent. You know, it's a subconscious thing. It's not that black men aren't achieving bachelor degrees for lack of intellect. It's that the society is showing us that if you're a black man and you are intelligent, people will rebuff you, and people do rebuff you. Nobody likes an intelligent black man. Black people don't even like an intelligent black man. Nobody wants to be around that. Black people aren't even intelligent enough to want to be around an intelligent black man. If that makes any sense. But, you know, that's what's going on. That's why you have those variations in degrees and levels of education and attainment for black men. I had another point I was gonna make, but I can't recall it right now. So I'll just continue. But I've always felt like, you know, characters like these just made it difficult. You know, you don't see this from the Caucasian perspective. On shows, the young white male teenager boy, he's cool, he's smart, he's everything. He's all American, as they say, right? Everybody loves him. Nobody humiliates him. Nobody bullies him. Nobody rebuffs. Girls don't rebuff him. He's got more girls than he knows what to do with. Sometimes you even got these guys in the TV show getting with older women, like their teachers. Find them attractive. Find them desirable. You know, find them as how you say mates. You know, but very few times that you have a black young adult male that's not doing drugs or something else illegal or dangerous. Do you find them being accepted? Do you find them being championed? Do you find them being welcomed? You know, the buffoonery is real. I know I didn't spend my teenage years with the buffoonery. You know, I wouldn't have gotten this far if I did. But you know, yeah, I mean, this is how he damaged us. So, this is how this portrayal of a young black man who's intelligent damaged intelligent black men. It made everybody say, you know, that's how you treat an intelligent black man. You treat them like a Steve Urkel. So, that's all I got to say for right now. If you want to see part 2 of this video, which is more illicit, then I can put on YouTube, join my Patreon, and you'll see I also have on my Patreon a video from November and a video from December, a part 2 of those videos from the part 1 that I have on my YouTube channel. So I put my best videos on YouTube because they're usually a bit more illicit, and I want to actually, you know, reward you guys for supporting. So that's the better content. All right, that's all I got to say for the day, man. I'm out. Peace.